Hey out there, Slot Car Land. How's everybody doing this fine weekend? Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's been getting some racing in. I know everybody's, I've been seeing a lot of posts on Facebook and their seasons are all starting and getting underway and everything. The Portland guys are having their third race of the year already today. And we open our season at Stan's house tomorrow. So be on the lookout for some videos coming soon. I'm going to be doing some live stuff tomorrow before we start racing as well. Kind of introducing you to everybody, kind of going around and talking to everybody. And help you guys get to know everybody within the group and that's racing with us kind of thing. And do some interviews and whatnot and all that kind of stuff. So be on the lookout for that. Tomorrow's opening races are stock T-Jet and 44X2 without traction magnets. And whatever Stan comes up with for the promoter's choice, which I'm not quite sure. I know he had some crazy ideas coming up, but I'm not sure what he's actually going to be doing, so we're going to have to wait and see what that is. Today, I thought we would do a little bit of work on my 44X2 car. I'm getting it ready for tomorrow. I got a couple of things to do. I've also got to get shadings ready. I've got to pull the traction magnets out of it and get the shoes all adjusted on it and everything. And I think it springs either off or... Oh, there we go. Okay. I got to get his ready, but we're going to do some stuff with mine. I'm going to show you a couple things. We're going to swap a motor over on my car, and we're going to make sure the shoes are all adjusted right on my car. I'll show you how to do that for Stan's track. But first, we're going to do a motor swap because my car, for some reason, the motor that's in it is not very potent. So this is the car that we did the tune-up kit on way back when. So it's got brand new motor brushes, brand new brush springs. It's got a brand new set of pickup shoes and everything on it. So does my car. So we're not going to swap the shoes over, but we're just going to take this entire motor and swap it from this chassis to this chassis, which is fairly easy to do on a 44X2 car, as you guys know. The only thing you got to make sure you do is not lose the pickup shoe springs on the brush barrel as you're swapping them over, which Elijah found out when he was working on his brand new car earlier this week. So we'll get these shoes off. And then we will just take this and just pull it to the side and get this right out. Set that there. Take this, swap it over. Just get our race car over here. And voila, just like so. And that's all there is to it. So we're going to have to take this back out eventually to get the weights in there. But first thing we're going to do is we're going to put everything back on this, and we're going to show you what you need for... I'll put my axle back on before I put the shoes back on. What you're going to need to use to get your shoes adjusted. Alright, now I got it. Alright. So, alright, so let's put the rear end in it. See, we got to go in the right direction here. Alright, so now, pickup shoes. So, what you're going to need is a pickup shoe setup block. This one happens to be from Scale Engineering. This has a .010, a .0112, a 1.6, and a 1.4. And this is for making sure your shoes are adjusted right. There's two places that I know of that has these. I think Wizard may have one as well. But Scale Engineering has two different blocks. They have this one, which this is an older one. His newer one is a .012, 13, 14, and 115. And then he has an 008, an 009, an 010, and an 011. Now they're both 1995 from Scale Engineering. And then they also have, the other place that also has these is RTHO. But his are $25 a piece, and they range the same range. So you're probably going to need both of them depending on whether you run on all different types of track. Typically a Viper is .013, a Bowman is a .0110 to an 011, Max Track is a .012, and plastic clip together tracks are an 014. So now you can use a piece of clip together track if you're only running on clip together tracks, but you also got to make sure that you're using the right brand of track for the right brands you race on all the time. So if you run on a Tyco, make sure you're using a piece of Tyco track. If you run on a Lifelike, make sure it's a piece of Lifelike. If you run on an Auto World, make sure it's a piece of Auto World. Or if you run on a Tomei AFX, make sure it's a Tomei AFX piece of track. So what you need to do, so we're going to be racing on Stan's track, which is a Bowman. So we're going to have the 0110, and you're going to put your car on the block. And then this could also come in really handy if you're doing this. One of these helping hands, but what we're going to be using is the magnifying glass. So you can also get an eye loop or a magnifying glass or whatever. Let me see if I can prop you guys up a little bit here. See if you guys can actually see through the limb. But what you want to make sure you're seeing is that the shoe is all the way on the block, all the way down the pickup shoe, from the heel to the toe, that it's all making contact with the front, with that strip on the block. This little bump right here, this is your rail on your racetrack. So you want to make sure that the shoe is getting complete contact with that upper part of the block all the way from the front to back. And it looks like this looks pretty good on this car. I think I already adjusted these, but I just wanted to make sure that these were completely 100% adjusted. So, and you guys know if you need to adjust your shoes, you just take them and you want to tweak them right here at the bend on the shoe, either this way. So if you're heel heavy, you're going to want to go this way to bring the toe down. If you're toe heavy, you want to go up to bring the back end of the shoe down. So that's how you adjust your shoes. And this is a really helpful tool, because if you have the best, even if you have the best matching magnets and armature, if your shoes aren't adjusted right, you're not getting the power you need to that engine. So another thing, make sure your shoes are completely clean. Make sure your brush barrels are completely clean. So all your contact surfaces are also very, very clean and tidy. So that's what you need to do on your cars to make sure your shoes are 100% adjusted, to make sure you're getting a good contact on the racetrack. So if not, then you're having a real hard issue. The other thing you want to do too is, after you run on the track for a few laps, look at the bottom of the shoe and make sure you're getting a good burn all the way across that shoe. So that's also another way to make sure you're getting very good contact on the racetrack. So that's a definite must when it comes to any slot cars. Make sure your shoes are well adjusted to the track you're racing on. Because if you're not getting the power to that motor like you should, then you're wasting your time matching magnets and getting the best arms and whatnot. If that arm's not getting the power it needs, you're not getting everything out of that armature. So Also, make sure you've got good motor brushes in the car. Your motor brush springs are well adjusted. All of that good stuff. So that's this week's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Doing a little getting my car ready for tomorrow. Be on the lookout for the first race, probably up around Monday evening, Tuesday-ish, depending on when I get them done. And just be on the lookout for the other two down the road. And remember, keep that pin in the slot, them wheels on the downside. Keep racing slot cars. And I'll see you guys with some race action come next week. I'm out. Bye.